Thank you. And a clicker.
Thank you. Wow, good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here at Boost Camp together with innovators, leaders, well, who are shaping the world of today. So I'm very happy that you invited me to share some thoughts together with you, because we are standing at a defining moment, I believe. Just as hydropower and electricity once transformed Norway, well, they transformed us into an industry nation and oil revenues that helped us build a strong welfare state, because now we are facing a new era, the new digital era. And at this time, our ambition in Norway is quite clear. Norway shall be the best and the most digitalized country in the world by 2030. That is the ambition that is set out from the government. But we will not pursue technology for its own sake. We shall use technology to solve huge societal challenges that we are facing right now. We should use it to strengthen our welfare state, but also we should use it to ensure that no one is left behind, both in the physical world, but also in the digital world. Because responsible AI, that is our shared obligation. Artificial intelligence, it is not just longer a technological issue. It is about geopolitics, it is about democracy, it is about trust, it is about who sets the rules, who benefits from the technology, and who is protected. And I really believe that we should all ask ourselves today, who takes responsibility when powerful actors steal data, spread disinformation, and allow hate to flourish? How do we ensure that the benefits of artificial intelligence and automation are shared fairly and not just captured by a few? And how do we make sure that everyone, regardless of age and of background or ability, can participate in the digital society? Well, the answer is, my friends, we do. Together, we shall take responsibility. As I said, Norway has high AI ambitions, and the Norwegian government is fully committed to leading the way in a responsible and innovative way of using artificial intelligence in the years to come. Our national digitalisation strategy, which I launched last year, has set clear goals. By 2030, all state agencies in Norway shall use AI to improve their services and to solve tasks more efficiently. And already by 2025, this year, we aim for 80% adoption of AI use in state agencies. And also the Norwegian government aims to create favorable conditions for businesses as well to develop and to adopt the use of AI. Because artificial intelligence is the key to boost productivity, to drive innovation, and to ensure global competitiveness, especially for a small country like Norway with open economy, where smart technology can amplify our strengths. So, to support these high ambitions and high goals, we are now starting to establish something in Norway that we call AI Norway. This shall be a national hub and advisory service for responsible AI innovation, and this will be operational by the summer of 2026 and should also be hosted by the Norwegian Digitalisation Agency. AI Norway will connect public and private actors, academia, and the civil society, and it will also include a regulatory sandbox where you can safe test and develop your AI systems. Also, as many of you might know by now, we are investing in language models in Norway so that we can use Norwegian and the Sami language as basis for the language models as well, in addition to supercomputing infrastructure to support them. But we all know there is a great need for competence also, and for good digital competence in both public sector but also private sector. And there is particularly a demand for AI competence as well. So this week, I believe it was Monday on the 16th of June, I received a guide from an expert group which started their work in March. And the expert group has made a report about responsible development and use of AI assistant. 14 people from public sector, private sector, 14 experts has really made a practical guide on how you quickly can start to use AI assistant in your job and in your agency. And this is a way to make sure that the adoption of AI goes faster. We are also starting to work on a competence strategy on AI, and we shall launch this also by 2026. And to be honest with you guys, we really need to step on it, because important industries in Norway, and I'm sure this is not just Norway, but also other European countries, we are too slow. We are too slow to use the opportunities that AI benefits, because, for example, in the building and construction industry, only 9% are using AI today. In hotel and services, since we are at a hotel today, only 11% use AI. And even in finance, which we know as a forefront runner in AI, only 1 out of 5 businesses are using AI today. So I believe we are missing out and we need to change the pace. A few words about the European AI Act from the Norwegian point of view. I really believe that the European AI Act is a landmark. It set out a comprehensive framework for the development of AI across Europe, and Norway will align fully with this regulation. Why? Well, because we believe first in competitiveness. Norwegian companies should and must compete on the same terms as their European peers. Second, ethical AI. The AI Act promotes human rights, democracy, trust, transparency, values that we share across the European continent. And third, public trust. People must trust that AI is used responsibly. The AI Act's risk-based approach and strict requirements are essential for us to keep trust in our society. So we are now working hard to implement the AI Act here in Norway together with DSA and DMA, and this is a top political priority from the Norwegian government as well. Some words also on the harmonization of standards, because a central part of the AI Act is the development of harmonized standards across the European continent. These will ensure that AI systems are safe, reliable, and also according to European values as well, and Norway is actively contributing to this work as well, and I would like to use the opportunity to encourage all of you to take active part of developing standards, and also for you living and working here in Norway to actively contribute to Standard Norge's work on the standards, so we can make sure that these standards also reflect our national needs. Towards the end, a couple of words also about security and sovereignty in the digital age that we are living in. Because as we are here today, the world, Norway, Europe are standing and are currently facing the gravest security situation since World War II. Cyber threats are growing. Business organizations point at this as their greatest threats to their operation. And that is also why we are strengthening our national digital security here in Norway. And that is also why I will, in this autumn, launch the new security plan for digital infrastructure also in Norway. We have already passed the Electronic Communication Act, and we are investing heavily on secure networks in data centers and also emergency preparedness. But we are also proud that we have launched something we call Digital Shield. We did that together with Telenor as an example, and Brigitte, which was here earlier today. The Digital Shield is a cooperation between the banks and the telecom sector and public sector, and it's one of its first kind in the world. And this digital shield has already stopped over 60 million fraud attempts just in Norway. And Norway and the Norwegian government also believe in an open, rule-based world. So next week, we will host the Internet Governance Forum here in Norway. That is the largest UN conference ever held in Norway, where participants from over 160 countries will come to Norway to discuss internet governance, to make sure that internet is open, free, and democratic for the next years to come. So, that's what you can expect from me, but what do I expect from you? Well, innovators, builders, thinkers. First, I expect you to help us to get more out of our shared resources. Second, I expect you to build on our common platforms. In Norway, that is known as Altinn, ID-porten, and our national registers. 3, very simple. Put the users first. We are all there for them. And most importantly, collaborate. 1 + 1, I really believe, is always more than 2. So if we collaborate, we can get more strong partnerships between public sector, private sector, academia, across borders, across discipline. So Norway's ambition is not just to be digital, but to be digital in a responsible way for everyone. Our ambition is to lead with trust, to innovate with purpose, and to govern with integrity. So together, through responsible AI and strong cooperation, we can build digital society that is secure, inclusive, innovative, and sustainable for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Karianne, and I'm very glad that the government is also very bullish on AI technology, because we're also very bullish on AI technology. And I have a few questions for you.
You're welcome.
I think you already shared a lot in terms of the support you're going to give organizations within this space. But first of all, I want to maybe get some personal experience around conversational AI. Could be good, could also be bad.
Yeah. My personal experience, well, first of all, my personal experience is without me knowing. Using AI, right? Even when I go into to Netflix or Spotify or get recommendation, for example, I use AI all the time without me knowing it. So I use it a lot without knowing it, and that's good because it is not always that the users should know, but the users should know that you use the technology in a responsible, trustworthy way. But of course, I have smart house systems and so forth. I like the language models. They help me a lot. This is a secret, so don't tell anyone, but I got help writing the speech for my grandmother's funeral from ChatGPT. Not copy-pasted everything, but I got help. And it is a helpful tool for both analyzing and get an overview on what you're working in. For example, how many countries in the world have a good digitalization strategy, for example. It is a helpful tool for me, really.
I agree. These questions are from ChatGPT, but it's our questions. But do you have any advice for kind of enterprises or users of conversational AI?
I think I'll keep it short and mention 2 advice. First of all, keep it simple. Don't do it alone. Be transparent. Work with workers that really want to try and who want to be at the forefront. Because if you have front runners, I believe that others will keep up the work. And also be leaders. Because implementing AI is about tough leaders that are able to set the ambition, to point the direction, and to make sure that you have everyone on board, and that you are working together with your workers to make sure this is good for everyone at your business. And the second advice is don't do it alone. For instance, as I said, in Norway, we are investing heavily on AI, so try to find out where is the government or the authorities investing and trying to do something, so you don't get these doubling, that you do separate things at the same time. So work together and don't do it alone. And then I think you are, yeah. And last one, get the speed up, please.
All agree.
Yeah.
So the last question before we go off stage. What support can we expect from the government in terms of the new regulations around AI?
I tried to say a little bit about it. Of course, you will get the best support if the Labour Party wins the election in September. But we are, I'll be quick. I have been a minister now for 1.5 years. I was appointed in October 2023. And we have the new Ministry of Digitalisation and Public Governance in Norway. It is the first time in 20 years that we established a new ministry in Norway. And we did that because we are in the age of digitalization, and we are in the age where we need to cooperate. Different sectors has to cooperate, and we need to get the speed up. So we will keep up our pace, work hard with implementing AI Act. It will be implemented in Norway by the summer of 2026. That is at the same time as the main AI Act is implemented in EU as well. And since Norway is not an EU member, it is not that many regulations we implement at the same time, but AI Act we will.
Great. Thank you, Karianne.
Thank
everyone.
you, good luck.
Yeah.